Who needs Mr. J when you have Harley frickin' Quinn? Okay, I'm always down for any film with the Joker in, but this was quite fine without him. What's up everyone, welcome to another Movie Win review. This is going to be for the film Birds of Prey and the something Harley Quinn. Now this film is directed by Cathy Yan. It stars Margot Robbie, Janie Smollett-Bell, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Rosie Perez and Ewan McGregor. Now Birds of Prey take the best thing about Suicide Squad, which was Harley Quinn of course, and gives her own movie here. In fact, the title should be the other way around. It should be called Harley Quinn and the something Birds of Prey, because this is mostly her own movie. So yeah, the story is basically Harley has broken up with the Joker because I'm guessing he probably wasn't up to standard. Sorry Jared, just a joke. And she's now out on the streets of Gotham on her own, which gives half the city's criminals a license to kill her because she is a massive target now with no protection behind her. Harley then gets mixed up in having to retrieve a diamond for a guy called Black Mask, played by Ewan McGregor, and he's basically Gotham's biggest crime lord. Now that might sound quite simple, and it is really, but the film sort of tells a story and then goes back and tells how it all started, and then introduce another character and then go back and tell them how this character's story started. And after these explanations, it suddenly sits up and go, oh, I get it now, after like 10 minutes of explaining how this story happened or how this character was introduced. And then they do it again for another part of the story and go back, and I'm like, oh, they're doing that thing again. So yeah, the movie starts getting tangled up in a little web at the first 30 minutes, trying to explain stories for the story that we're watching now and then other stories. It just didn't have to be like that at all, so it might be a little hard to follow at first. I just have to say, the look of this film was absolutely fabulous. It was like a rainbow exploding onto the screen, all to fit Harley Quinn's main little theme that she had going with, and she's a very colourful character, and that's what this film was. So colourful, just easy on the eye. It was really good to look at. The movie is like an over-the-top comic book come to life, but with the added bonus of an R rating or a 15 rating here in the UK, and I think the R rating was used really well. It weren't just over-the-top violence, it was just a nice balancing act that really fitted well together. Staying on the look of the film, there's a scene here in the supermarket where Harley's just casually walking along with her trolley, and everyone else is going about their own daily business like it's a normal everyday, but she just dressed like this over-the-top clown look, and it was just so funny to see, you know, it made me chuckle. And one more thing about the look of the film, the third act is a big scene here, a big fight scene, and it all takes place in a theme park, which just, again, just goes with this film, with all the colours and stuff. They couldn't have picked a better location to do this third scene, really. And that also brings me on to one of the film's best aspects, the action scenes and the fight scenes. They were done really well, and this is a real girl power film, to be honest. There's just females beating males up left, right and centre, and as a male I thought it was just funny to watch, to be honest. And I love the way in these scenes they're always slowed down, so like it'll be slow motion where someone's skull's getting cracked or someone's legs getting broken. All the painful moments are slowed down, and I never got tired of it. And there's some great music in these scenes as well, some perfectly chosen songs just to give this film an overall awesome soundtrack. Some great music here. It just made the fight scene so much better. It's also a well-written film. There's some really good dialogue, especially for Harley when she's coming out with one-liners like those dorky little do-gooders. I laughed a lot of times in this film because of some of the comedy within the characters and what they're saying. And that does bring me on to Margot Robbie. She's absolutely incredible in this film, and again, like Suicide Squad, she is the best thing about this film. She plays the perfect anti-hero. She's so entertaining to watch. She makes the character her own, and for me, she's the best actress in Hollywood right now. The sky is the limit for her. I can't wait to see more of Margot Robbie. Now, the main villain in this film is Black Mask, played by Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor is an absolutely fantastic actor. When I seen him in Fargo season 3, he just went, in my estimation, he was amazing in that, and I have so much respect for him. However, I do feel like he's a little miscast here. He's trying to be this nasty piece of work, and it's just, I don't know, it's just not quite coming off. He's okay as the character, but I just think someone else might have done a better job. Now he has a right-hand man here called Victor Saz. I think he was in the comics, I'm not certain, but I'm sure I've heard that name before. It might have been from the Gotham games. But he's played by Chris Messina, and to be honest, I preferred him as a villain than Ewan McGregor's character, even though he was a secondary villain. So what does that say? And then there's one disappointment about the film was the main villain. He was okay. Look, he was okay. It was just comic book films have got to have great villains to me, because they're all about heroes and villains, comic books, aren't they? And I know Harley Quinn is an anti-hero, sort of, but yeah, it just could have done with a better casting, in my opinion. And that's no disrespect, like I said, to Ewan McGregor, because he is a fantastic actor. Now I just want to get into the Birds of Prey characters. Like I said, this is more of a Harley Quinn film. They don't really team up until the final act of the film, or the final third. But Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I will always welcome her in anything. She was okay as the Huntress, but she weren't in it for long enough. And Janie Smollett-Bell was probably the standout next to Margot Robbie. She had probably a bit more of the runtime as Black Canary. She was great in this. Every time she was on screen, she was probably kicking someone's ass. So yeah, I was all up for that. She was the best thing next to Margot Robbie in terms of the acting department. And there were a couple of weak characters as well. Rosie Perez's character, the detective, yeah, I just weren't really feeling it at all. I'm not sure if it was an actor, it was just more of a character. And the young girl in this, they just didn't really bring much to the film, in my opinion. Overall, this film was okay. I'm not a massive comic book film fan. I love The Dark Knight and Batman Begins and stuff, but I'm talking more of these later ones. Yeah, I just watch them, have fun, and don't really watch them again, bar the odd one or two. But I do prefer these R-rated ones, and this was one of them. But overall, a good movie. I'm just going to go ahead and rate Birds of Prey a 7 out of 10. It's nice to see DC on the up now after a very, very shaky start. Batman and Superman were one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, not a bad film. I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman next, the prequel. That should be good. And looking forward to more what DC can do. So at the end of these reviews, I always like to leave a little fun fact. And the fun fact for Birds of Prey is Margot Robbie actually pitched the idea to DC and Warner Brothers, and they have agreed to make the film. And they also agreed not to make it PG-13 in case people label it as a chick flick. So yeah, this is sort of a chick flick, just more kick-ass action in it. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want more reviews and lots of other different videos that I've got coming, please subscribe. It means the world to me. And if you want to comment, I will try and reply to every single one of you. Okay, yeah, so hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you all later on the next video. Thanks, see you later.